Hi everybody, today we're going to cover Twitter, the very basics of Twitter. Last week we did Facebook, so let's go ahead and start with number one, which is basically visit twitter.com. Number two, sign up and create an account. Very easy, just put your email address in and your name, etc. And if put username in, and if it's not taken you can have that. If it's taken you might end up putting a number on the end of it or something, or changing it completely. Number three, confirm your email address. Just visit your inbox, you'll get an email from Twitter, generally within about 2 to 15 minutes, let's say. Click on the link and it'll say you have confirmed your email address, and then you can go on to number four. And number four is add a profile and header image. Again, as with Facebook, your profile is going to be square, so make sure that the image is square and not rectangular. For your header, to make this good, ideally you need some photo editing software, let's say. A nice picture as a background, get some text across it with a white banner behind so it stands out, and sort of, it might be a company name, it might be Call Us Now with a big phone number, that kind of thing. And then, like with Facebook, visit this on different devices just to make sure that it looks great, because it can be the difference between someone staying on your profile and looking through your feed and somebody going, what's that image about? Okay, so then we're going to move on to number five. Add your details, your bio, your website, and everything else that it allows you to add. Get everything in there. You might not want to put your date of birth publicly, and that's cool because it's a company profile, but get everything else in there. Link back to your website. Use some hashtags within your bio. Let's say that you're a plumber, just put plumber or plumber leads as a hashtag, something like that, because that can work as well when people are searching for plumbers or other businesses within Twitter, and you could pop up and then people can follow you. They might want to get in touch with you. They might have a service that can complement yours. Okay, so that's a good thing to do. And then number six, go to the settings, go to design, and set your colours. If you're a company in Leeds and your colours follow the football team, so you've got blue, white and yellow, or just blue and yellow, go in there, change the text so that it's a nice blue, change the accent colour to yellow and things like that. And then it just obviously matches your logo, it matches your brand. And then we've got number seven, use the search bar at the top in Twitter, not in Google. Okay, so use the search bar to find people and businesses. Type in what you do, type in something that complements your service again, type in, it might be that you like famous people or something like that. You can type that in and then you can follow those people. Go to their followers, go to the people that they follow and go through their list. If it's, let's say it's a heating company, you might want to go through their list and you can go follow. That's a good idea, because then you're building up your follow list, then they'll follow you back, and then you're building up your followers. Okay, and then you have an audience. So number seven, start tweeting. Use a variety of content. So use images, use links to YouTube videos that are yours. Write some nice text on there. Take people to a blog. Although I'm going to say it in a minute, use the @ symbol and sort of include other companies in your tweets so that they can be notified that you're including them in a tweet, and they can retweet it, or they might start following you if they're not following you, or they might read a blog post that you've just read, they might share that, then it gets out to more people. Okay, so that was actually, as you can see, number 9, use the @ symbol. And yeah, I don't need to say any more. I've said number 8 and 9. I'll change that. So 8 and 9. Okay, so number 10, leverage the power of hashtags. Sneak in some current ones. Let's say that, I don't know, let's think Chris Eubank Jr. is fighting this weekend, and there's a lot of stuff going on. People are using that hashtag. Although you might be a plumber and it's got nothing to do with that boxing, there might be thousands of people looking at that feed. So if you actually use that hashtag for a very short time, you might show up in that feed. You never know who's looking. So, even if it's Disney on Ice or something like that, where the parents might be, although there might be a lot of kids there, so that's not a good thing. So just sort of use hashtags to use for your business, for your service. You know, it might be let's think, Ideal Stelrad boilers or something like that. But then tap into other stuff as well. And then number 11, I wasn't going to do a number 11, but after what happened yesterday, I'm going to include number 11. And that is, to quote Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse, be nice until it's time to not be nice. Okay? And what I mean by that is, it's a very, very public thing, is Twitter, and there's a lot of people go on there. It's almost like, you know, these are my thoughts, have a look at this. It goes beyond just promotion. Now, I've had a very rough time over these last 7 to 10 days. I've had something going on which is very, very personal to me. And I couldn't show up at a meeting yesterday. And I received an email on Friday last week, which, because of what's been going on, I haven't opened my emails. You know, you could say that that's unprofessional, but where I've actually been, it's not been the place. Okay? So someone ousted me yesterday on Twitter and said, you know, unfortunately couldn't see you at this meeting. Ryan replied with, you know, Sam's been with customers because he didn't want to divulge the information. Something along the lines of, it's sad that he didn't reply to the email last week. So Ryan texted me and I sort of answered the question, told this person exactly where I'd been. And it was very, very childish of somebody that was a grown person, okay? And it made them look silly. It made me screenshot the conversation because I know that after I put what I put, I knew that the conversation was going to get taken down. But be careful, you know, this is marketing and representing your company and you. What you say online and what you write reflects on the businesses and it reflects on yourself. So what this person did yesterday made me kind of sit back and think, do you know something? Glad I wasn't at that meeting yesterday. If that's the kind of attitude you've got without sending a private message, a direct message, then so be it. But, you know, that's that and what we've got going on. We don't need to be with everybody else anyway, do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of going off a little bit here, but that's Twitter. There is a thing called Crowdfire. You can manage your audience, you can like and follow and unfollow and create audiences, create lists, etc. It's nothing new. I used to use something called TweetAdder around about 6 years ago. They got taken to court after about 3 years of being live because they overstepped the mark in what they could do with the Twitter software. So that closed down. We now have Crowdfire. But it's good, you know, use it. It's very, very good. And there you go. That's Twitter. Sorry for rambling at the end, but you kind of get the message. So stay cool and enjoy social media.